This is our 1998 Jeep Cherokee XJ Classic that we used as our tow vehicle to tow our 350-pound dry weight pop-up camper. Super reliable, easy to work on, great aftermarket support. That it does come with its own problems itself, but it does have lots of storage space. It is very usable as a camping vehicle. We took this all the way to Maine and back. Had no problems at all with it. Interior is pretty comfortable. The ride quality not so great. Very prone to rust, as you can see from these pictures. The passenger side is starting to no longer exist on the rocker panels, but these vehicles are still very, very reliable, and people love to use them, and they still hold a lot of their value. What's great about the Jeep Cherokee XJ is tons of cargo space in the back with all that square styling going on. We used to fit 2 bikes, the cooler, sleeping bags, just about everything we could stuff in the back here. So you can fit just about everything you need. We bought this particular Jeep with 130,000 miles on it. We average about 20,000 miles a year, so we do a lot of driving. Now, as you can see, we're up at 160 right as I sold it. I put in aftermarket Pioneer radios for your listening pleasure, and the even has CD spaces in the center console, which I'm probably the only person in the world who still uses CDs. Center console is pretty good, but the glove box is basically useless with no space at all, and probably the worst glove box I've ever seen that doesn't close very well either. Our Jeep also comes with roof racks, which is a necessity for us as we like to bring our yaks and our paddle boards up to wherever we go camping. So we had to have it in whatever vehicle we had. The Jeep has an Indestructible inline 6 4-liter. This particular one shoots water because it collects on the fan shroud. Apparently it's not a common problem, but it happens with ours. So super reliable engine, easy to work on. The front suspension is a solid front axle, which is unheard of these days with a coil spring suspension. They do have their own problems, but great for off-roading. In the back, you get a sweet set of leaf springs. The original ones tend to blow out very shortly, so we replaced ours with a set of Rancho 1.5-inch lift ones, which have been great for towing. Helps keep the sag down from getting overly ridiculous and scraping the fender wells, which was a common problem for about a year until we replaced them. Ours was particularly rust-free, considering living in the Rust Belt and here in New England. So we did our best to keep it in good of shape as physically possible. So if you're looking for a cheap tow vehicle, the Jeep Cherokee XJ is definitely for you. You can pick these up for $3,000 to $5,000 in pretty good condition. You will have to do repairs on it, but if you're handy and you can handle them yourselves, it's a great vehicle to have. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour of our vehicle. Soon to follow is we'll get a video of our new 2014 Jetta Sport Wagon tow vehicle once we do a couple trips with it, so we can see how it compares versus our old Jeep Cherokee.